Hi friends, I am starting an experiment to grow cilantro in Aerogarden sprouts. This is a slow bolt cilantro variety. Let's see how this is going to work out in Aerogarden sprouts. Aerogarden sprout is different from rest of the Aerogardens because this doesn't pump the water to all the pods. It only circulates the water inside, but the water is not coming to the pods. So for any seed that doesn't like the extreme wet environment, the sprout will be a choice, a great choice. One thing to note with the cilantro seeds is these are actually pods, not exactly seeds, and each pod contains two seeds inside. And this is covered with a very hard husk. So it always helps the seeds to germinate well if we can split the seeds. So it is very simple. Just press it gently and roll it between the fingers. So it should just separate out. So see here. So the pod is split and the seeds are separated. There is germ on each side. So if you can split the pod like this is going to help the germination. Now I am going to place these split seeds directly into the pod. So I am going to place 3 split seeds, meaning 1.5 seed pods into each pod. Alright, these are 2 split seeds and here is one more. Alright, that's it. This garden is all set. As always, I will add water, but I will not add the nutrition right away. I will start adding nutrition once I see the seedlings. This garden is all set and good to go. It's been 9 days. I see 2 seedlings out of total 9 or 10 seeds. I see seedlings in 2 pods. I don't see any signs of germination in this pod. Looks like one more seed coming in this pod. So not a bad start. Let's see. Now that I see the seedlings, I will start adding the nutrients. I will use Aerogarden nutrients throughout this grow cycle and I will use it as recommended, which is 4 ml at every feeding cycle. It's day 23. One seedling showed up in 3rd pod and I see 2 seedlings here. There is one more seedling popped up in this pod. So I have 4 plants in 3 pods. That's a good start. Let's see how this is going to go. It's day 32. Look at this cilantro. Look at these huge leaves. Wow. This cilantro is perfectly ready to start harvesting. I haven't started harvesting yet because I have a cilantro growing in other gardens. So I'm giving it little time, but if I really want, I can start harvesting all these bigger leaves. And look at the growth coming from the center. As we harvest the outer leaves, the plant keep on producing the new leaves from the center and slowly they even get stem. Alright, this is a great beginning. Let's see how far this will go on. It's day 45. The cilantro is coming very nice. I actually neglected this garden a little bit for last 1 week. So the leaves started touching the lights. I didn't raise the lights, so the leaves were touching the lights and they got light burn. I just raised the lights all the way to the max. Now the cilantro is doing good. Look at all this new growth. It is coming very nice and fresh. I see a few tip burns, but that's totally normal with cilantro. The plant will come back with fresh growth. They will settle themselves. As soon as we see the seedlings are established, we should start raising the lights. We should maintain 3 to 4 inches of gap between the lights and the plants. I didn't do that. That actually triggered a lot of tip burns, light burns as well as tip burns. But nothing to be worried about. Now that I raised the lights, it is going to come back. Anyway, the fresh growth is coming really nice. So that's really a good sign. Overall, it's working well. Definitely, I didn't expect the cilantro will come on its own, but it is working very well in sprout. It is very straightforward experiment. Just crack the seeds, drop them into the sponges and let them do their job. I have 2 plants in one pod and 1 plant in each pod in rest of the 2 pods. So this is doing very well. I have been feeding the same Aerogarden nutrients and I am feeding 4 ml at every feeding cycle. That is recommended by Aerogarden. That's working very well. I think I can reduce the nutrients a little bit. Even that also should work, like 2 to 3 ml is good enough. This is a slow bolt cilantro variety. This is going to go for a long time. I have a garden going on for nearly 4.5 months. So I'm expecting same thing in sprouts, but there is nothing new to show from this point. It is just a matter of harvesting the cilantro. I just harvest the outer leaves, something like this. And the cilantro, the plants will continue to produce more cilantro, something like this young growth that will pick up the growth and they will get big and big. I'm going to repeat the same process as long as these plants survive in this garden, and this garden will just go in a routine process. All right, that is all for now. Thanks for watching and happy aero gardening.